It truly is right there showing up on the FAA weather cam, and it's showing up on 3 other cameras. It's not showing up on the northern camera, which is I'm going to show you the northern camera. This is the Wolf Creek Pass. This is the northeast camera. It's not going to show up on this one. I'm going to show you right here. Wait a minute. What are those things? Wait, what are those 2 things right there? Okay, I think they're flying saucers. I really do. I think this is a flying saucer, and I think this is a flying saucer. But we're supposed to be looking at that planetary object. This is the Wolf Creek Pass if you're just tuning in. Hello. Hello. Hey, hello there, Sharon Rose. How you doing? You doing all right? Oh, no. See, there's another one. There's another one. Look. Frank, honey, hello. I'm Carly. Now, see, there's another one that pops up. Let's see it. We saw the 2 white ones. See, now there's another one right there. Now, these ain't not Chinese balloons. They're not, and they're not birds. I don't think there'd be like white snowbirds flying over around this area. I really don't think so. But we're at the Wolf Creek Pass, and my nose is really tickling on the one side that it's not a good sign for that spiritual realm. This is the northeast camera, and the object is not showing up in the sky, but it's showing up on the other 3 cameras that they got. Hello, yes, tuning in? Yeah, Johanna, Christy, Willie, yeah, Diana, Willie, Michelle, I think Dion. Yes, love to you too. No, see, no, we're gonna get it because it's showing up on all 3 cameras. And it's showing up really good because we got clear skies, clear blue skies. That's the northeast camera of the Wolf Creek Pass in Colorado. And this is Colorado right here, right there. It's right there where Cheyenne Mountain, right around that facility, Peterson Air Force Base and things like that. That's what we're talking about. No, look at this. So we're going to start up here. This is the east-facing camera, and you can see the object right there. Voodoo Shrines, Gina knows. It's a spider web. I don't know about that, but it's okay. You just call it one of my senses. I can't look at that. It's, if we can look at this like this, let's turn it into the invert. This is on the, oh, wow, that's massive. If I had this on my big computer, it'll look pretty cool, but it's okay. It's all right. It is perfectly all right, y'all. We want to zoom this up. This is on the eastern camera of the Wolf Creek Pass, and it's at, it's 9 in the morning, and it's showing up. It's clear as day. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Yeah, light as a dove. You love it when you look into the camera. Well, I like to look into the camera. I do at times. And when I keep the connection, I do. Look at this. This is, why is that's really strange. That stuff's moving around on it. Can you see it? This stuff moves around on it. Watch it. You gotta concentrate. See it moving? Wow, that's really strange. Now it's going to fade away on that camera. Look at these indentions right here. Hello. Mike, honey, the question here is to ask, how do you know that it's not what you're saying it is? How do you know that it is a camera glare? If it's a camera glare, then why is this the only camera and maybe a few others with the FAA that has this particular object in the sky? You have to prove that it's not a camera glare because you'd have to go around to all these other cameras and say, are they picking up the same thing as that? No, this specific camera has been picking this up for years. In fact, the woman who is the Final Days lady, she's disappeared. She has documented it too. There are very many people out there who say that a planetary system is coming this way. And it's part of something much greater. And if a system is coming this way, it's got some ships attached to it, some beings attached to it, is what I would say. So let's look at this, you all. Look at this. Look at that dark area right there. You see it at the bottom. Okay, this one is literally, it's covered up in the sky. Totally covered up in the sky. It is amazing. You're going to have snow in southern Indiana. Yeah. No, this is not natural. I picked up something like that on my camera too back in 2018 with my clip-on lens and my iPhone 8, right before I started picking up the ships coming in from the other realm by the thousands, the light ships. Okay, we're going. Okay, this is the east-facing camera. All right, we got it. Now let's come over here. Now this is the other camera right here. It's all three cameras. This is the Wolf Creek Pass in Colorado. You have to ask yourself, why would the military have Cheyenne Mountain there? Because it's deep into the mountain. That is a safe place for them. Way deep into the mountain, which is pretty cool. It is. Hold on a second, one moment. Okay, can you see that? Hello there, Emmanuel. Emmanuel. Yeah, I like that. The south-facing camera. Look how it's coming out of. You have to ask yourself, why does this blue of the sky hide this, just like the moon? The moon also gets that same effect. It's really interesting, but there definitely is something up there. And these things are rotating around. And why must we have planes continually fly around the sun as it rises and as it sets? Well, fancy meeting you here, Applebrooks honey. Welcome, Applebrooks honey, for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Applebrooks. Yes. We got it. No, this is the Wolf Creek Pass south-facing camera. This is a clear day where this one's at right here, and it's showing up very well. You know what's really interesting? It is oftentimes that a plane always comes and passes through this very area. The other thing is these spots, they move too. They move with the camera. Yeah. Are we supposed to be locked down? Are we locked down because of, yeah, well, we ain't locked down, which is pretty cool. It's nice not to be locked down, but if you were locked down, you would like to have some supplies on hand. This is the south-facing camera. There is rumor, and I'm going to tell you what the rumor is. There is rumor of something happening in around 3 to 4 days with ships in the sky and UFOs and planes fighting UFOs. I'm just telling you what's going around. There's something going around, and we don't know about the validity of it until that day comes. We don't. It's just like when the Chinese, they said there was Chinese spy balloons in the sky. Remember, they set the fighter jets up to defeat a Chinese spy balloon. Remember that? Yeah. It was like 3 times last year or earlier this year. Sent out the jets, and they had to fire their ammo at Chinese weather balloons. No, it's not true. It's not true. They had to think of something. Just like with the Roswell, they had to think of something. Okay, look at this sun. It's like the sun is up here, but this object is right here. The sun, you ever wonder why the sun is so bright? You cannot even look at it. It's literally blinding. They don't want you to see what's up there in the sky. They certainly don't. Let's look at this. It's massive as it goes over. This is the FAA weather cam. This is in Colorado. It is, it's mesmerizing. And if you look over here, if we had a filter, let's do that pop filter on here while we're doing it right here. Let me throw this over. I want to get the one that says pop. Okay, there we got some more color to it. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We're over here at the FAA, and it's right there in the sky. And I forget who it said, are you sure it's not a lens flare? My question is, are you sure it's a lens flare? Yeah, because no, but that is a common thing. Even when I was taking pictures of ships, it's just dust on her lens. Dust on your lens, Gina. It's just a lens flare. Okay. Well, I didn't listen to it. I just kept going. This is really interesting. Watch when the sun gets to a certain point. Oh, it's gone. It's gone, you all. It's gone. This is supposed to be something up in the sky, and you're not supposed to talk about it. You're not supposed to talk about the 12th planet. You're not supposed to talk about Planet X. That's a big no-no. Why is it a big no-no? You don't want the information getting out? Why do you got to shadow ban the videos that we do on this YouTube channel when we go to the observatories and we clearly show, I'll tell you what we clearly show. When we go to the observatories at times, I gotta get let me get myself situated, you all. I gotta get this, let me get my light on. For those who may not know, when we clearly go to the observatories, and this is spotted in the sky as I'm going across their webcams, look at that. That is a massive, massive black ship. And this is in Hawaii. I think this was last year. And they also have the ability to literally dock on the side of these great big telescopes. And then up here in the sky, there is a massive UFO. These UFOs are all around. We don't just got some kind of planetary object. No, we got some objects in the sky, some massive objects that are bigger than our airplanes and stuff like that. No, these are ships. These are ships. These are ships. There's all kinds of cubes coming out of the sun, and they kind of look like the Borg. I'm just saying, the fleets of them coming out. You can see the great big massive object right here in the sky. We got it right here also. The FAA. This is the Wolf Creek Pass. It's look what it looks like. Look what it looks like the destroyer. Look. This is not a game. This is a massive UFO. This is also in Hawaii. There's clouds with windows in them. Is that normal? Absolutely not. That's not a normal cloud. We've got a great big black ship over the Brandenburg Gate when they're having a demonstration. Why is it up there? Why are these up here in Tennessee? There's something going on. Why is this, whatever it is up there in the sky, look like a big octopus? Now there's something going on. Why do we have cylinders coming down from the sky? This is the observatories. They're coming down from the sky and they are going into the ground. It's not just in, where was we at? In France. No, it's all over. Look, these are right here, are ships cloaked in the clouds. These are massive light ships right here, which I had some people for years. They're just specks of dust on your lens, Gina. Great. I'll keep posting pictures of the specks of dust because they're mighty big. This ship right here is literally the whole breadth of Table Mountain. And that is the actual size compared to the cloud structure up there. You can see it. That's a ship right there, and that's based on the ships that I've took pictures of. That's how big these ships are. Big enough to go across the breadth of Table Mountain. Okay, we got to get back to what I was talking about. Okay, here we go. So we got this massive object up here. Hello. Let's make my neck tired. Yeah, they're all over the world. Okay, now the other side of my nose is tickling. That's great. That's a good sign. We're right on track. Right on track, raising awareness. We are at the Southwest camera. Okay, come on. You're going to see it's coming. There it is. There's another one right there. There's another picture of it. It's, there's something in the sky. And it's more than just the sun. There's something up there. It's more than just the sun if you're just tuning in. And some people may not have heard about it. Some people may think, well, I know there's some crazy things going on in the world, but we never thought there'd be something like this in the sky. Well, there is something like this in the sky. And you may not have you may not have been aware of it, but there's something coming. There's something coming, and if this something's coming, it's not coming by itself. Some people say that that is a ship. That is a ship. You know, like the movies with the Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, all of it. I really do believe that there is a whole lot of truth in it. And it's not make-believe. It's not. Not at all. Hello there, Al Honey. You just tuning in. What's up in the skies? Well, we got this great big object up there, Al Honey. You seen it before? Yes, you have. And we was at the Wolf Creek Pass, and it's showing up on 3 cameras now. We got a clear day in Colorado is what we got going on, because yesterday it wasn't clear, or the day before. We had a lot of snow, but not today. We got clear blue skies. And I was just mentioning earlier how there are some people who are saying they're sensing something's going to happen in around 3 to 4 days. And someone even wrote on the Facebook in the comments section, it got a whole lot of comments to it, that there was going to be UFOs show up in the sky with our military or something, and they were going to be firing back and forth. They gave a timestamp of around the 3rd or the 4th of December. So I told them I would follow back on their comment. That was on my Facebook, and that comment right there, there was a lot of people commenting on it. And some people were laughing, saying, sure, sure. I blocked them. I did. Because if you're going to make fun of somebody when they're trying to get some kind of information out, whether or not it happens on that day or not does not take away from the fact that there are UFOs up there in the sky. There are unknown aircraft in the sky flying around, and our militaries know that. The governments of the world know it. They have to keep hush hush because they fear for their life. They truly do. And they fear for the life of people on Earth. That's why they're not telling you. It's truly above top secret. All that stuff that's going on. And it's more than Chinese air balloons. And it was more than just the Roswell hot air balloon. It was more than just a teeny tiny aircraft that landed there, that crashed. And I cannot help but think and believe within my being that it was much more than what the cover story that they did put out, like the alien autopsies. I think it was so much more than that. I really do. And inside the earth with the Admiral Byrd, civilizations inside the earth, species inside the earth, human-like though, some not. We're at the FAA looking at this planetary-like object in the sky, and this is on the east-facing camera. Oh, what's happening? Okay, it's moving. It's moving now, you all. We got it going on. And this literally gets obscured by the sun. And I'm surprised that they have not got that sun so bright right now that you cannot see it, but they don't. But in some places, that sun is going to be so bright you cannot even see anything but a great big spotlight coming right at you. It's like when people get abducted by aliens. You ever been abducted by an alien? You ever see the great big light that comes towards you? I'm sure you've heard of the stories of the people who have the great big spotlight comes towards you. I mean, they're not like that, but I mean, it's a solid light. And that's the last thing you remember. And the next thing you know, you're just sitting there in your car, or you're thinking, well, I don't know what happened. Then you got all these hours that have been lost. You might have a recollection of something being done to you on a steel table. There's a lot of people in here who have had experiences like this, and they've been documented and they've been investigated. You cannot dismiss all of these people. There's something out there. Okay, there is. There's another species out there, or if it's our own government, where did they get the technology to begin with to get these flying crafts? If you say, well, they back engineered flying saucers, where did that information come from? Where did the technology come from? Did it come from other life forms? If you can say, yes, it came from other life forms, then there's your answer. There are other life forms on this earth, inside the earth, and in these other dimensions. They're interdimensional. You cannot be dismissing things like this. Something is going on, and this right here is part of a greater puzzle right here. Welcome. If you are just tuning in, welcome. We're talking about this object, and it's on the south-facing camera of the Wolf Creek Pass in Colorado on the FAA webcam. And it does appear to have gotten bigger. And this lady called had the Final Days channel. She used to document this all the time, but she would disappear at times, and then she'd come back, and I think she's disappeared again. No one knows what's happened to her. Yeah. And this is the best camera out there on the FAA that can document this because it is so high up. I love, what is the elevation of these cameras right here? Well, they got 11,910 right there at the tip of that area. And whatever this camera is, it looks kind of like it's kind of similar to that height right there. The higher up, you can get a better vantage point. You can get a better view, a better angle. And angle means everything. It does. You can get a better view of something if you're at the right angle. Things that you can't see that if you were at another angle, which is really interesting. You're just tuning in, you on. There's many people who have seen these planetary objects in the sky. Does anybody know how many objects are supposed to be up there? Traveling with this planetary system, I heard that there's supposed to be like a 200,000 mile long tail, and it's got a lot of debris in it. It's got iron oxide. You would see the iron oxide or something from this object as it would pass in the sky, and it's like whatever's in the tail, it would fall like fireballs coming to the earth. I'm not sure if this is here yet, but there's something coming. There truly is, because when that tail gets here, it's like the great tail of a dragon is what's happening. The kingdom is to set in the lower, the magnify, please. Magnify. There you are, the magnification. We've had a lot of other images of this, but some were a lot better than these. And of course, if I was on my desktop, I could have put a filter on this, and you would have been able to see it a lot better. But you can see it. Like, let me just back this up so you can get a good look of it. So you look at it. And this is at 9 in the morning. It's showing up on the south-facing camera in the southern sky. See it? Now it's 9:33 in the southern sky. Look at that. There's something there, obviously. And it's not their camera lens either. It is an object that is in the sky, and it's being hidden by the brightness of the sun. Look at that. It is massive. Totally massive. It's quite fascinating. It is. I'm not going to say that it's not. Look at that. Yeah, I'm almost holding my breath. Look at the hose in it. I've got, is that better than the one? Let's see if the dawn is better than the glow or the pop. There's the pop, and there's the dawn. So I think the pop is pretty fairly visible. You know, at times it looked like there's streaks going across it. It really does. I mean, this is massive. What's in those holes? Well, I think I know what's in those holes. Does anybody else have an idea of what's in those holes or what your ideas are? Yeah. Yeah, they're the massive holes. I'm supposed to be trying to, I'm supposed to be zooming up, but I got myself distracted. Looks like the holes in the ocean. Wow. And there's something underneath it too. See it? Looks like something's came out of it. 1, 2, 3. There was only one. Okay, it wasn't visible. Okay, it's rotating. There's things inside those holes. It could be ships inside those holes. Look at that. But you can't really see them until they start moving. Let's see, we get them. So now there's 3. 3 of them in the, then comes this thing right there. See what that looks like in the inverted mode. Wow, this is like, see it? I don't believe that's the airplane. I think it's something different. There's a solid object right there. Let's get it off of there. I'm holding my breath while doing this, you all. It's very suspenseful. I had to hold my breath. I do wormwood. You said it's wormwood. Some people say it's wormwood, and if it would ever come down, it makes the waters bitter. Wait, what happened to those 3 things that were under there? I wonder if those 3 things had, you think those 3 things joined together and made that one thing? What thing, Gina? Well, no, it looks like they might have went up there. I think they did. I'm pretty sure they went up to the top. I think that these ones that were down here, they go up there, they end up on the top of that. Let's look. Because they're down there, there's 3 of them down at the bottom. And when I'm talking, these things are moving. They're live. They're flying around. I think they went up here. That's what I think happened. They went up there to the top because they're no longer at the bottom, maybe slightly. They reorganize themselves is what happens. and then they probably fly away. I'm pretty sure if they can go in them, they can come out of them. Is what they can do. Mm. And look how some of the holes are getting covered with clouds, like some kind of dark, smoky-like thing. They're getting covered with them. It's quite suspenseful. I haven't really looked too much in those right now. Until now, I mean, we've looked at them before, but not looking for, wait. That looks like there's a complete circle right here too. And then another circle, that's a cube. That looks like a cube. You think that's a cube? It could be. I've not seen, this look like circles, like discs. Massive discs. That's interesting. That is. Is this too close up, you? I'm trying to look at this deeper. Ah, wait. And they're moving around too. They're moving around inside it. But where are they going? No, see, this is interesting. It really is interesting. Can you see it? Can you see another circular disc right here? And you got one right here, and I'm pretty sure there's one right here and one right here. Certainly, it's not a whole big thing around discs or balls attached to it. That would be wild if there was. It's a mothership of headquarters, Flandria Works. It could be. There's some people who do hold to the mindset that that is a ship. I can't say that it's not, but it's as big as a planet is what it is. So you can imagine how massive that thing is. Could you imagine something in the sky? And people have heard these like steel-like things in the sky, screeching things up there in the sky. Have you heard them in the sky? And you're thinking, where's that come from? Wow. That's sitting there by itself. That is right there in the sky by itself until it gets covered up. Until it gets uncovered too. See, look at that. This is the south-facing camera. There's that plane-like object. And then there's something at the bottom. And then there's three of them at the bottom. This is the Wolf Creek Pass in Colorado. You just tuning in. This is, that's what we're looking at. It's the FAA. I mean, this is their website. This is their cameras. They have to keep track of what's in the sky. You can't have your airplanes flying into something. This right here could truly be, this right here could truly be a ways back in space, like in the air, out of the airspace, but yet it can be, my nose is tickling right here. They don't want me to say this. It could be visible. It is obviously visible, but it can be so far back there. Quit making my nose itch. It's really making this side of my nose itch, and they don't like me saying it. It could be way far back there, and we're seeing it at a massive distance away. That's how massive it is. And the closer it gets, it will probably completely block the sun completely out as it gets closer. That's what I think, is it's going to be so big, and it's probably going to destabilize the Earth because it's a big, massive object. My nose. Supply ship? You're kidding. No, it's like, for someone who says, well, why don't the planes fly into it? Because it's so far off, but it's so massive. And if this is a ship, or if this is a controlled, whatever this is, if this has got a controlling system in it, That means it could come to where it's at completely right up next to Earth at warp speed. Because I'm sure the technology is there. Just get up here on Earth in warp speed. It could just be hanging around the sun right now for cover. It's kind of like a satellite. It's probably gathering data, is what it's doing. Also, gathering data of the humans on Earth because they fight amongst themselves. They say, well, great, they fight amongst themselves. They'll be easy to defeat if there were a alien invasion. Someone said, would it be a fake alien invasion? Whether it be fake, whether it be real, here's the thing. It will have a real world effect on everybody. Everybody. A real world effect. It will affect the happenings on this earth that we live in. It won't say, you can't say, well, it won't affect nothing. It will have an effect. It will destabilize the earth, is what will happen. That was that one camera, and then this is the other camera of the FAA at the Wolf Creek Pass. This is their main cameras where you can see this object. And it's a real clear day. Sometimes they have cameras that you can't see because they say there's no image available at this moment. I'm now asking myself, why don't you got the image available? Is there something up there that you don't want us to see that you can't show us the image? You see that red that was there? See, there's something red also up here in the sky. You can see the reddish glow. The reddish glow. That's right here. Yeah. Chris, oh, let me do this. Let me, we ring out the negative energy that gets sent out the door. We just want to send it on its way with some positive tones is what we want to. Yeah, we can do it. We like doing it. We do it. That's right. We got that bell. I just got to pay attention to the comments. Let's see if I can find this camera. There should be another one. There is another one. Oh, it's like Monarch Pass, I think. Oh, see, like this camera is out of order. Why is the camera out of order? Because that has a really good vantage point, total vantage point. I'm going to tell you something. It did not used to be out of order. That Monarch Pass had some good images on it. And we used them earlier this year. Not no more. This is Monarch Pass in Colorado. Where was the other one? It wasn't the Silver Squashy. I think that, yeah, they got some stuff on it. Oh, look at that. That's all you get to see right there. Maybe. Okay, we can see a loop, but just look how bright it is. It's super, super bright. This is like a massive, blinding light at the Saguache Municipal Airport. It's the sun. And the sun at certain angles is super, super bright. You can see how it's silhouetting. It's behind it. It's literally right there. And look at this. Why would there be something coming up from the ground like that? You have to ask yourself that too. Why does that sun have to be so bright that it's going to blind you? Because that's what it does. Look at, wait. Oh, okay, so we got this. These like ships right there. No, it should not be that bright, but it is. You're just going to look at it really fast. I don't need to be on here too much longer. See, they disappeared. They disappeared right there. It's totally gone. That camera right there. There was like another one maybe. It's not that one. Sometimes you just got to go on here and you got to click on something to see if you see something. That is nothing but clouds over here on Sturgis. You know what it reminds me of? The Sturgis Festival. You get your motorcycles. You get on your motorcycles and you go to Sturgis. I never did take my motorcycle there. There's no way I would have went there. But still, they do it. It's pretty cool. That's right. Now let's look at this, you all. Oh, that's a lot of cloud cover. Look at this. This is on the southeast facing camera. That's heavy. That's really thick. That sky is so white. And then the sun comes out. It's like here comes the sun. Do. Let's get it. Wait. What did I see? Seeing something going straight up right there. This is not going to have very much on it because this area is so cloudy. That southwest, you may not see anything on this one either. You have to ask yourself too, why are some parts cloudy of Colorado and some aren't? Because that's what's happening. Wow. It's all right. It's all right, you all. It is. Let me flip this back around. We got something happening at the Wolf Creek Pass in Colorado. It's that planetary looking like object. And there is something in those holes that people see. And it seems like whatever's in the holes can come out the holes and relocate themselves wherever that somewhere else is. They can. Looks like they got more cameras up at the FAA. It does. Let me see this. Let me see. We can look at this right here. This right here is one more. It's Cortez Moon. Cortez Moon. You can see the object down there at the bottom. It's very faint, but then you got this blue object too. And that's at 9 something in the morning. You see it's stuck to the sun. There's that small little plane-like thing. Look at that. I actually caught with the sun. I took a picture with the sun one time. Look, there's something. Oh, wait. I wanted to show this. There's something coming down from that. No, see, no, this is not right. There's something coming down from there, and there's something going up from there. I actually took a picture of the sun one time, and it had a little tether thing coming out of it in the sky. Straight out of it. You can see that object. It's massive. It's bigger than the moon. This object in the sky is bigger than the moon that we got. See, we got a moon. Let me show you the moon. Let me show you. This, okay, look at this. There's this object. Look how massive it is. Okay, you got that. It's more massive than the moon, than this moon of ours. Where are we at? It's more massive than this. Okay, and this is also the sun. Look at all these UFOs or life forms. They're all clustered around the sun. NASA discontinued this product. But you can see this was what the sun looked like. I forget which one this was. These are like, they're UFOs. They're donut-shaped UFOs that are up there in the sky. They could be flying saucers with a hole in the top. But they're there. And these things right here, they cluster down out of the sun. They probably came through the sun. I'm looking at this right now. What's really interesting about this right now, can you look over here to the one side? It's going straight down as if that sun has a square. You see how it's going straight down? Literally like right there on the edge. I just now noticed that. Straight. That's an image that I took a picture of. There could be a square, a portal, a door that opens to the other dimension. Rosie, honey, what you think about it? You're a sweet little baby. Your mommy loves you, Rosie, honey. You're a little baby. You are. It's bigger than our sun. It is. It's we've documented so much over the years. We truly have. And for those who don't believe in UFOs, look, that's Papacatl Volcano. We documented this. It is a cloud structure. It's Jamie Massal, using it was internet by Starlink. And we found it going frame by frame. Look at that. There's something going on. There truly is. And there are those who don't want to admit it, but the day's going to come. I'm sorry, it's going to hit you right in the face. You're going to see it. You are going to see things happening in the sky. And you may not be able to ignore what's right there in your face because you ain't going to be able to escape it. You can turn on the news and it's everywhere on the news. You're going to get tired of hearing about. It'd be kind of like the war of the worlds. You get tired of hearing it. Let me see it. Okay, that's it. Let me see what's over here. Anything else right there? There's not much showing up on this camera, but not all cameras show the same thing. Ooh, what was that? See, look at that bright red object behind that sun. That should not be, but it is. but it is. There's something up there, and they got that sun so blasted bright that we blinds us. It literally blinds us. I'm gonna go. I am. And thank you for tuning in. And with that being said, thank you, moderators, and hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. It's 4:45, and I hope to see you later. Thank you once again. A lot of change is coming. Let's hope we're prepared for it.